Hola, hola chicos, soy señorita Schaefer y hoy vamos a trabajar con la gramática de capítulo 3a. Vamos a hablar de un verbo o dos verbos irregulares en el pretérito ir y ser. Y la información que yo presento aquí está en página 140 si quieres verla allá. La pregunta grande de hoy es, how do we conjugate ir and ser in the preterite tense? This hopefully should be a pretty good one for you guys. Last year we learned how to do ir in the preterite tense, and ser is actually the exact same conjugations. So we'll talk about that. Please go ahead and write that at the top of your papers. Leave a little bit of space to answer later, and we will get on with our lesson. Alright, so some of you might remember this from Spanish 1. We learned the verb ir. Remember that ir means to go. The other verb that we're going to work with today is ser. Ser means to be more permanently. And both of these verbs conjugate the same way in the past tense. So we're going to need to learn how to tell the difference. But for now, we'll go ahead and conjugate. So remember, we have fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron. Senora Willie does a song on these that is pretty repetitive. So if you're having trouble remembering these, let me know and I can help you out. Sorry, I forgot it either. Fuistes. One thing that helps me remember which ones of these are which is if you look at fui, you know it's the yo form because it has an I, and yo means I. And if you look at fue, you know it's the la form because it ends in an e, just like la start with an e. Like I said, this is the same for ir and for ser, so that helps us. And we'll do a couple in context just so you can see how to tell which one is which. Alright, número uno. El cantante John Secada fue a Miami, Florida. And if you translate this, it should be pretty easy for you guys to figure out. The singer, John Secada, blank to Miami, Florida. So did he was to Miami, Florida, or go to Miami, Florida? You're like, Ms. Schaefer, he went to Miami, Florida, clearly. Yes, clearly. The singer went to Miami, Florida. Let's do one more. Después fue estudiante en la Universidad de Miami. After that, blank a student in the University of Miami. So after that, he went a student, or after that, he was a student. Clearly, you guys know using context that he was a student. So just use your brains as you figure out which one is which, and thank your lucky stars that they have the same conjugations to memorize. Alright, so our big question for the day, this is probably one of our fastest videos. If you need more help, there is more help on Moodle. I have a couple of different songs and videos that explain if you guys want to go there. But how do we conjugate ir and ser in the present tense? The big answer is that we conjugate them the same way, and that is fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, and fueron. Gracias por escuchar hoy, chicos. Si tienes preguntas, por favor, escríbenlas en sus apuntes y puedes preguntarme cuando regresamos a la clase. Gracias y adiós.